What is up, my fellow generates? I'm back again with Hooked on You after I don't know, like a month, maybe. With like my vacation and um, oops. I thought I changed this, but yeah, with my vacation and not secure breach, Secret of the Mimic came out. I've been I've been busy with that, but now I can finally go back and finish this game off with Trapper, obviously. Yes, my name is Boy. Cough, cough. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat as if you'll nearly drown. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that, despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Cough, cough. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time, endless time, really. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, boy. May I continue? Please go on. Okay, then, as I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a nearly arrived wave. As the water resides back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Oh my gosh, a skeleton. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? I don't know, run. You turn away from the wreckage site and begin to run, but the breach, it's endless. Despite how far you run, you get nowhere. Exhausted, you stop and look behind you. Your footsteps are raised by soft blue waves. You turn inland, considering your lack of options. You got no choice but to walk into the brush. However, the beauty of the ocean is not shared by the darkness of the palmy woods before you. There's nothing inviting about that shadowy forest. Terror freezes you in your steps. Why are you trying to run away? This is paradise. You're here to enjoy yourself, don't you know? Have a little fun. Take charge of your own experience. Oh, that was sure weird. That voice again. Do oceans normally talk? Your memory isn't right, but you're pretty sure you remember learning as a child that oceans do not speak directly to people in spooky terms. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your feet. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand next to you. You stare it down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. A little help, please? Turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw drops. Your jaw just hits about the ground. What? Yeah, all the bachelors. Oh my gosh. Four gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you're completely paralyzed. Hello. There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is Just look down at the ball and back up at these monstrosities lined up of, well, literally monsters. Sexy ass monsters, though. What do you do? Say no thanks. No thanks. Damn one alpha move. You just became the type of person who says no thanks to a group of actual killers. No one tells you what to do. Thanks for nothing, I guess. Huntress jogs over to collect the ball from the ground next to you. For someone so large, she moves stiffly and directly and silently across the sand. It's hard to make out his expression behind the mask, but it seems like Trapper might be smirking. As you try and read Trapper's face, you realize that the two of you have been staring at each other's eyes for a really long time, even though everyone else has headed back to the volleyball court. Finally, you can't take the tension. You look down, breaking his gaze. As soon as you do, he turns to follow them. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. She'd be frightened, worried, excited. I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way, and no one so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger to your direction. Don't be scared, boy. You were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. Yes, dude, just exactly that. Seems like you have derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. Yes, you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says and what he says. It's a policy I hold for pretty much anybody who seems to have a fresh blood on their hands. Just read. What do you mean a time quiz? Very. I'll say I'm very attractive. What makes you think very attractive is compared to this? Trapper flexes and his muscles are so... What was your best subject in class? In school? Math. Probably math. It's the only thing that makes sense when you think about it. What's your favorite animal? Dog. You look completely adorable in a little puppy mask. What's your favorite color? Blood red, I guess. Some call it the color of love, but love is just another word for pain. What's your dream job? Nightclub promoter. Everyone groans, and let's be honest, they're right to do so. Luring folks in the dark, not just anyone can do that. Best chocolate. My favorite flavor is pain. Same here. It reminds me. However, Trapper pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Hey, I'm Wraith, nothing. Okay. Already went through these. Alright, go through that again. Yacht. What about the yacht? Perfect. You obviously have a ton of taste and good judgment. At least I hope you do. I guess we'll find out. Worst case, you see how strong your bones are, how heavy you are to pick up and throw, and how fast your lifeless body sinks. Should be a pretty chill day regardless. Hold on. For just one moment, this is Dwight and Claudia, our activities coordinators. They're also cooking, however. Yeah, it's still a yacht. Trapper is very pleased with your choice. Not just because he owns this boat either. Clearly, you understand the importance of appreciating the finer things in life. Unfortunately, though, this means those unclothed heathens are now on my beautiful boat. I'll make sure they'll help wash it as soon as they leave. Not exactly a general host, but what he said isn't the worst thing about his comments. It's that he made them in front of everyone else, loudly. They're used to it at this point, though, so it's time to get the good stuff eating. As a guest of honor, you can choose the appetizer. Here's the menu. What do you want to serve? Beef carbar. I don't know how to say that. Raw, simple, tasty, maybe a little risky. It's beef carpaccio all the way for me. I'm sure, sir, a group of such particular taste will all surely love it. Great choice. It's my favorite. You're not here. Sometimes it's cold, too cold to start a date. Fire, so you eat what you can, how you can. Dude, no one's here. Gross. Not just meat, but raw meat. We should be wearing a fur coat throughout the meal, too. No, it's too warm for that. Maybe a little bit of fun sippers. The survivors arrive with trays of food as everyone stands around and makes conversation. Enjoy. Please, for our sake. They catch Trapper glaring at them for daring to speak directly to them. But Dwight pushes on anyway. Can we get you anything? Get rid of them. What you could do is lost. Now. Trapper snickers at your casual abuse of these lowly survivors. I guess when you got a bunch of giant metal hooks shoved through your skin, you form a special kind of relationship with pain. Dwight wipes away a tear. He should have known better than to talk to the likes of you. Now that the help is gone, the killer's a bit harsh. They haven't killed anyone today, anyhow. Should we call them suitors or something? I don't know. That likes to big a punch. Sticking with the killers have begun to hover around you. Each seems to be waiting for a moment alone with you. Except Wraith, he seems to be studying in the corner of the room, deftly avoiding any engagement with you at all costs. Who will you allow to steal you away from a quick second? Obviously Trapper. You make eye contact with Trapper. He merely pushes the others aside. You show promise as a prospective mate. Therefore, I actually like to get you know you better. So I'll let you in on a secret. When the time comes, I have a private little getaway here on this island. No one else knows about it. It's to die for. It's to die for. It's a hidden spot where I enjoy all of my life's many bounties. I want to show it to you. Not because you're worthy of it just yet, though. Mainly because it will piss everyone off if you choose me. I like to remind them who's really in charge around here. Oh yeah, and also the part about getting to know you better. That's important too, I guess. Everyone put down your appetizers. I'm bored. On my yacht, that's unacceptable. The client... Yes, sir? Prepare a libation, something that will impress our new guests. By the looks of them, shouldn't take much. Carla, make sure you got both boozy and non-alcoholic versions available. Nobody has to drink if they don't want to. I'm a killer, not an asshole. Declan, Carla, and other names for Dwight and Claudette. Who are Dwight and Claudette? Hey, Daryl and Christina. You know those two? Maybe they work on the other island. You boy, raise your mouth. What? Well, this guy really knows how to sell a drink. While undoubtedly crass, he does have a point. A minigame is incoming, and an excessive failure of your quest may very well depend on the readiness of your mouth hole. Minigames is, well, I know how to do minigames. You don't need to repeat me again. Okay, shots. Not bad. Perfect. Aw, man. It's completely... This whole amnesia drink thing is already a lot to take in while also pouring a bunch of drinks on top of it. So it's not expected that he didn't perform perfectly. Like for you, my desires perfection is only matched by my enjoyment watching losers fail publicly. But don't expect luck to get you through this forever. Overwhelmed by the afternoon's captivity, you feel yourself spinning out of control. Was it drinks? The pressure to perform? The rocking of the ship? Smartly, you pound a pitcher of water before everyone goes dark around you. It turns out a quick nap was just what you needed. When you come to, Dwight and Claudette are somehow already back on the shore, waving at the boat. I'm pretty sure that means it's time to head back and leave this yacht behind. What a shame too, Trapper planned to serve live monkey brains as an entree. Oh well. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. You were expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? More so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. Were you expecting some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'll find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's also very limited seating directly around. It seems like everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Oh yeah, Trickster's here, I guess. I don't know. Oh yeah, Trickster's here. Surprise! Well, yeah. You don't call him Expected Stir. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers. And my whole slick gets a little flustered. Oh yeah, you're looking good, boy. Real good. Okay, yeah. I'm good. Trains, but now I'm free. Perfect. Perfect. Oh man. Perfect. Perfect. That was pretty good. I like to, yeah, okay. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm not sure if that probably happened, now I think about it. You wake up to find Trapper holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. You had me worried there, passing out like that. I thought maybe you died. I know that would have been terrible. Nobody dies on this island without me killing them. You hear that? Nobody. Thanks, I guess. Don't mention it. I mean that. Don't mention it. Someone might think I care for you. That can't happen. I've got a reputation to uphold. I'm starting to understand, I think. When you went down, it looked like you hit your head on the edge of the table. If it were me, the table would have been the one to crack open. I'm sure it really hurt you, though. So I figured a little ocean water might help you wake you up and brought you back down to the water. That's really thoughtful of you. What, a magnificently muscular, wealthy, artistically gifted Adonis can also be thoughtful? Don't answer because it's obvious. Adonis has a pussy. Killed by a boar? Get out of here with that garbage. I do find myself in an unusual position, though. Despite the overwhelming probability that I'll eventually find myself standing over your lifeless corpse, I don't want you dead just yet, so I'm here to talk to you. to you like a regular human. Wrong impression on me, or how I feel about you. So I'll just put it out here. I might actually like you. I can't say that about everyone, or really anyone others. Henceforth, I think it's time I shared something with you that I haven't shared with anyone in a long time. Big part of who I am, and I think you're ready for it. You watch as Trapper reaches into his sigil and pulls out some sort of rolled up scroll of paper. He grips it firmly in his hand. It's one of my sketches. I don't know if you know this, but I love to draw. The arts have always been a passion of mine. Would you like to see it? Obviously, yes. Yes, I'd love to. I'm so excited you're ready to share this with me. Trapper does not unroll the paper and show it to you. He simply stares at you and watches your smile soften and fade. And the longer he stares at you, the closer he seems to get. What an interesting response. Thanks, I guess. Trapper looks at you and piercing through his mask. He smirks, but it's not clear why. Then he turns and leaves. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you and quickly spin around, just ready to fend off whatever new dangers pop up on this strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above your heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for a cube for points was not part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick, no time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for what afterwards come after the flirting. Go, go, go. Once everyone is gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. You're not going to blame anyone in particular, but as someone... Okay, yeah, whatever. Pick someone. Obviously, Trapper. I choose you, Trapper. Well, this entire experience will carefully crafted to avoid IP infringement. So let's be careful with catchphrase, will ya? Yes, of course. You want to hear my story? It's a good one. An old one, too. This is a famous tale about two young friends from their hometown. Best buds who did everything and anything together. Fish, hunt, fight, skip rocks, climb the tallest trees, climb the highest peaks. The more dangerous something was, the more they wanted to do it. But everything changed one day when the slightly older friend asked the other for a favor. My father doesn't want me going out with you anymore, he said. We're dangerous together. We take risks we shouldn't. If I keep hanging out with you, he says one day I'm going to get hurt. Do you think you can come by and tell my dad we'll be careful so we can still be friends? Of course, said the other friend, who was always eager to please his best mate. So the two went to see the concerned father, who puffed away at his pipe as he listened to every promise his son's pal made about the smaller boy finish. His father's friend responded, stone-faced, "No, sorry. This is the best for both of you. I don't want my son hanging out with you anymore, and that's that." The young boy was so crestfallen he left immediately. No one would see him cry. He would not give him the satisfaction. Especially because if they did, they will tell others in town and they'll think of him weak. Worse, his own father would never forgive his son for letting others see him that way. And he was too upset to go home right away or just be spotted on the path, so instead he sat outside at his friend's house in a little hiding spot they had often sat in during rainstorms. So when they didn't want anyone to see them treading interesting rocks they dug up. It was quiet as he stirred his own tears. That's when he heard it, a sound and odor wafting across the pipe smoke carried on dark winds. Betrayal. Thanks, Dad. I didn't want to hang out with him anymore. I didn't want him to tell him that. He'll be a big baby about it. It's okay, I get it. Don't blame me at all either. He's soft and needy. You need strong friends. Someday you really would have ended up getting hurt because of him. You need friends you can rely on. Trapper looks angry. The mouthful of tears stopped, and the hiding spot that pit of sadness now overflowed with rage. The boy went home. If anyone passed him on the path, all they saw was determination. That night he spoke to no one. He ate no dinner. He slept no sleep. The next day, he got up early and sat near the tallest tree in the woods by his former friend's house. It was the one tree no kid in town had ever conquered. Its top remained untouched. He remained there till dark before he finally went home. He did this for 8 days. On the ninth, his old maid finally passed by. "Hey, what are you doing here?" asked the Judas. "Nothing. Out hunting squirrels and sat down to eat this apple," lied the younger boy. "Oh, yeah, sure. I hope you're okay. I can't believe my dad did that. It's so unfair." "Yes, it was truly unthinkable," answered the boy, though his smile that carried no warmth. "Yeah, well, okay, I'll see you around." But before the betrayer could leave, his old friend called out to him. "I'm going to climb this tree," he said. "I'm going to make it to the top." "The hell you are. No one can do that. And they definitely can't do it by themselves." He had him. "I can, and I will." Oh, it's just a bot. "I understand why you can't, though. Your father said you're afraid you'll get hurt." "I'm not afraid. He's afraid," replied the friend. Now sitting with shame and his own rage. "Oh, forget what my dumb father said. I'll do it with you. You'll see I'm not afraid." So the two climbed and climbed, each making it higher than they ever had before. And then they continued to climb. But whether they would have reached the top will never be known, because the turncoat the boy who had made his father lie for him fell before he could make it all the way up. Some say it was no accident, that his old chum pushed him. But how could he? He was the weak one after all. Of course, such a weak child could never send his best friend to his death. That was an accident. Tragic for sure, but nothing more. Of course. A month later, though, no one could explain how the dead boy's father choked to death on his own pipe. Yeah, definitely a good call, and staying quiet after that. Silence is really best at a time like this. Shit. Look at my tail. No, that's a story. Yes, it is. Oh, I got a coin. Guess he liked that response. He's handing you a gold coin. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit, so they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping across the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds before Trickster shows up and he's playing his latest song. "Hey baby, you looking lonely? Mind if I join you?" He doesn't wait for an answer. "I know you've been hearing from these scuppers all day, but I wanted to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special to those in charge of this island don't want you here. I am the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in the ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can, though. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby." Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Trapper approaches you. "Finally, those three are gone. Now that I know we're totally alone, we can really talk. But let's get away from this ash and smoke and take a dip in the pool. Whether it's water, sweat, or my enemy's blood, I prefer my muscles glistening and not dried. A dip in the pool with a trapper, you come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow him an offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk." Yeah, whatever. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just about the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean to the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Trapper looks surprisingly relaxed. That's definitely weird. Okay, the small bubbles rise up in the ocean, the water around him might have something to do with that. "Look, boy, I didn't want to reveal something in front of you, in front of the others. You never know when a loser is really a maggot. Now, though, I want to hear what you really thought of my story. What was its real purpose?" Honestly, it's important. To show how honest and integrity are so important. Very interesting, very. Trapper stares at you for way too long. It was almost like he cracks the barest of smiles, but then more small bubbles appear in the water. He's still staring. He stares for such a long time, it becomes quite romantic. Then as it keeps going on, it becomes downright horrifying. The chill runs down your spine. Finally, Dwight and Claudette show up and say everyone is kind of reconvening at the fire pit. How dare you interrupt me? I mean us. No, wait, I meant me. Trapper throws his cleaver at White and Claudette's feet. Where the hell was he hiding this cleaver? More importantly, what do you think of this little cleaver toss? Laugh. You see how scared they both looked? That was amazing. Serves the servants right. Clever wordplay. You're alright by me. Dude, how many coins is it gonna give me? This is like the second one. Trapper flips you a gold coin, which he definitely was keeping in his crotch. It's too warm to have been anywhere else. You feel your toes tingling and notice the temperature has dropped significantly. It's getting chilly in the water. Usually it's so warm around you. You mind if I snuggle up your way? Yes, I do mind. Before we have to spend too much time watching you sit there all alone trying to figure out exactly what you're doing with your life, we figure we'll let you know it's time for bed. You're kind of the last person out here enjoying the facility, so well, the thing is, you see, we can't really get our night started until yours ends, so pack it up, kiddo. Your fireside sleeping arrangements await. Yeah, I was sleeping in the fire pit, wherever. He over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking through the crackling embers, you think about Trapper's story. Are you being led to your demise by an untrustworthy narrator? Hey, wait a second. I swear to you, you're not. Come on, you gotta trust me at least a little more than just trust Trapper. Before you can dwell too much on your faith, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar, creepy smile stretching from ear to ear. It's a little menacing to see it smile like that lit by firelight. You must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, so we're going to make you comfortable or die trying. What was that? They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle by the fire. Perhaps the music will be you at ease? Do try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types you'll like to rob of their beauty. Remember, right, this one doesn't really matter that much. See what's on the station. Oh, it's just music. Whose chase sequence is this? I don't remember though. No matter how many times you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you sleep here. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? Trapper, obviously. Trapper, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Trapper tells you a secret for falling asleep when he's feeling restless. Heavy beaver skin blanket is all you need. If that doesn't work, I just go for a late night walk and punch the first person I come across. You're a real charmer, Trapper. I'm not sure I'm brave enough to kill a bear, or skilled enough to skin it. You're certainly not either of those things as far as I can tell. Here, hold on to this. Try not to hurt yourself. Oh, cool. Here's the entire bear's paw, complete with sharp claws. It's like the most magro version of a rabbit's foot you've ever seen, huh? You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. A dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky, but now you've got a whole day of strange voices in your head. But this one's still undeniably odd. Had a good time at the private yacht today, huh? The comforting rock sensation? That was all me. Oh yeah, you're welcome. You're really excited to see somebody looming over you. Ray stares at you awkwardly. He says nothing, just stares. You look around to see if there's something going on behind you. Right out of sight, but nope, just staring. Oh, you're awake. I saw you with Trapper right before bedtime. Are you making some sort of alliance? Are you with... Trapper's against the horizon. Them. Just making sure you are who you say you are. I've been burned before, and something seems off on this island since you arrived, even more off than usual. Maybe we can talk more about that tomorrow. It's just since you got here, I think we could have a really nice day tomorrow together. It's just, yeah, I have no idea how long I've been with these monsters, to be honest. I have no idea either. They're just awful, boring, and loud and stupid. You're different. There's finally someone here on my level. You're thoughtful, interesting, gentle. And then we could, have fun. I could show you some cool stuff if you want. If you don't, it's really cool. I get it. No pressure. In fact, probably just forget I was here. Good night. Finally alone for real this time, maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Yeah, hopefully I'm not poisoned by whatever Trickster gave me. Or if that's even Trickster. I don't know. Wait a second, where are we? This isn't. Oh, geez, it is. One of those reality show conventional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to camera. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I ate an all organic diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. There's always time to turn things around. Like that one time I spent day and night searching for food in vain, only to return to my cabin, spent and starving, to find a family of squirrels nesting in my chimney. They were delicious. If I'm being honest, I want to kill just about every person I meet when I meet them. Even the few people I can tolerate, I want to suffer for a long time before I kill them. But this person, for some reason, I would like them to continue living. For now, one false step and, well, everyone calls me Chopper for a reason. I don't care. This island is full of people who don't really like me, so what's one more? I don't want to be distracted from my plan anyways. I think I learned a lot about earlier today. I always thought I was doomed to be alone for eternity, only for my creeping desire for revenge to keep me company. And now I know it. What? You open your eyes, the sun is shining. There's not a by the campfire, but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, now. Talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you meant like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off. Do what is in that thing. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious about his joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I just want to wish you luck. Today is an important day. My only regret is that won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I am just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, though, it's the time. Never mind, he left. Well, at least he brought you a cup of. No, wait, don't drink that. What the hell was that? They all call him Trickster because he's good at skateboarding. And he definitely didn't get the name because he brings people drinks so you can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to, not an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review, it really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you, so we can please move on. Hey, wait a second. How did I possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? There's not a parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land, I submerge those who defy me, and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is eternal prison of pain, I'm not saying it is. Even a place of extreme horror can still be a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review. If it was crafted with love and that's the type of thing you're into. The ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes to a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent, and whenever possible, start with the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing those elaborate vacations is not easy to do. Sometimes there are some small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of the creative process and the ultimate intent of making things for our own enjoyment, not to be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some good points. Oh, sure, they make great points. I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course, apologies, boy. Last few seconds aside, have you enjoying your time here on the island? About that. Yes, it's very entertaining. Sure, whatever. I think I went through this and it said, like, killed me. Like, I rejected it and I think it just, like, automatically just killed me. Like, no, might be the only one on this island I don't hate. This confuses me, but in a good way. I don't know exactly. Weird. Usually the only thing that makes me happy is watching someone fall into a pit. He didn't fall into a pit yet. I'm not upset by this fact. Well, that was bizarre. Back to Brett. Nope. Now Hunter steps in and talk. Okay. Now looking you waiting. Dang. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Your stay was, in short, a lot. Your attention. You hear that? Yeah, I think I might end the episode here. I'll see you guys in the next. Who are you dressing me? Well, yeah, I guess that's okay, right? You know, I'm pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but it seems like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, saying how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. Oh yeah, right. The one where, like, they thought it happened, like, you know, the thing I can't say, but, you know, because of Twitch. You're heading to a hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was in short a lot. So far today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up sun in a heated pool. Today you're on a date with you. Ooh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tip like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all, it's... Hey babe, breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling. What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kinda lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intensely fasting. You see my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island, you know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out if you play your cards right. I could give you a private show. Catch you later. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta hand him that. And the blow up bat, threatening but adorable, makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything, and we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that that guy is gone, and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to be abide by, it's time to lay back, take some sweet, slow breath, and nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Of course it's Trapper. You two have gotten pretty cozy. She's definitely come with me. Obviously, remember, I have a beautiful little spot with all the delightful trappings of island life. I also have some actual traps, but play your cards right and I'll warn you about them. Also, that's great about my hideaway is that no one knows where it is but me. Not Huntress, not Wraith, not even Spirit. If they did, I'll know and they'll be dead. Since you can see, They are very much alive for now. It's all mine. The kind of place you can really lock yourself up away from life in. I know you don't have much to think about. Why would you? You can have me. A specimen so fine I can block out the sun, or you can choose one of these peasants. Speaking of, before you can decide if you want to go off with Trapper, the Huntress interjects. I guess you could go with Trapper, but you want the brawn without the drawn. Give this little bunny a try instead. I mean me, I'm the bunny because of my mask. I tried to rhyme brawn with drama, but it was hard. I'm not educated, okay? What I lack in schooling, I make up for with killer instincts and a trillion vertical jump. No way. Killer instincts? That's crazy. I can't believe they put a perk name on there. Trust me, you know how high it is to jump super high until you've seen me do it. The view from down there, it'll sure as hell beat looking up at some amateur artwork whatever Trapper is going on. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it, because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So who will it be? Obviously Trapper. I gotta go with Trapper. Yeah, duh, let's go. What's that pose? Anyway, here we are, my beautiful cave, the only truly great place on this entire island. Welcome. Please make yourself at home, but not really. This is my home, and don't you forget it. But please, relax. This is where I come to get away from the screams, to hear other screams. I'm not kidding. This is a peaceful place so long as no one arrives uninvited. Since I invited you here, let me just say, stay away from the water, far away. Do you understand? Assume it's a trap. Because it's a little trap and I'll die. Because it's a little trap and you'll die. No silence shall last as long until Wraith is around. Hey, seriously, don't go in the water. Even more importantly though, stay away from that cave entrance and don't ask why, you got it? Don't tell me what to do. Glad to see you have a spine, but we'll continue to have one for at least a little while longer. I didn't expect that though. Interesting. Very interesting. And maybe even hot. Do you have how many coins is he gonna give me? Anyway, I don't know how to reward people who make me happy, since no one makes me happy. So I guess you can have a gold coin. He sure does hand these things out. I doubt they really mean anything though. These little collectibles rarely amount to anything. Now that you know what not to do around here, I can finally get to know you. Nope, actually you can't, because at this exact moment, Trickster shows up. Hello there, you sexy thing. Not you, Trapper. I'm talking to this beautiful specimen over here. And why are you here? I don't just mean in my secret spot. Why are you literally here on this island? Obviously for the same reason we all are. I think maybe, actually I have no idea why we're here. I better ask Wraith what's going on. He probably has all the answers. Anyway, I was saying something. Oh yeah, I want to find love, same as you. I don't know, it sounds like a legit reason. What do you think, boy? Do you want to find love with me? I'm not interested in Trickster. I demand that you leave this cave immediately. Why? You're a prepackaged fraud who will never be as rich or powerful as Trapper. My, what a mouth my little friend here has. If someone were to calling me a fraud, I'll be furious. That said, at this point, I'll also most likely be gutting your guts out of the cave. Since you haven't made any moves by now, I can tell you exactly what I also know. It ain't happening, pal. Won't be acknowledge any of those gross insults by replying to them. Isn't saying that actually a reply? Trapper snorts with laughter, and Trickster shoots you a glare. Before slipping out the back of the door as quickly and silently as he arrived. Hey, look at that. Conflict resolution without anyone getting slashed, bashed, or split in half. Your complete devotion and allegiance to this hulking monster really has brought a sense of calm purpose to your life. Chopper's happy, at least he might be. He's smiling, but it's unclear if it's a happy smile or an angry rage smile. Then again, that's always the case with him. Well, thank goodness that's behind us, even if the smell of Cleaver body spray is not. None of us are proud of that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm feeling a little stressed out, and I hate to be uncomfortable in my own bod. I'll be right back. He's gone. Not sure for how long, though. What do you want to do while you wait? Snoop around. You do some casual snooping and eventually find a gold coin. Too bad it's completely useless. Chopper's back and he's carrying an enormous jug of what looks like moonshine. 0% chance it's chlorine. Dwight did mention a bottle went missing from the pool shed. Well, what do you want to take? Well, do you want something to take the edge off? Like a skull bash into a spike? Oh yeah. You're right, dude. A proper drink for a stressful day. I'm trying to be polite. Not sure how people actually do that. How they do? Nailed it. Truth is, I don't think there was any way you'd say yes. I'm actually going to drink the whole thing myself. But I'm quite charmed by enthusiasm. Trapper begins to chug the mystery drink, but before he can finish it, Dwight and Claudette show up at the mouth of his cave. We're so sorry to interrupt. Please don't kill us again. But we've been told to make a very dramatic and urgent announcement that's simply no time to waste. Sorry, we had no choice. We had to bring you here. Yeah, someone likes the added drama effect. Oh, damn, what's this setup? Why is Huntress walking over to you? Dwight and Claudette wisely turn and sprint away before Huntress arrives. What the hell are you doing here? Comrade, I'm here because I have a proposition for Boy. Listen, I'll be completely truthful with you. I can't offer you any more love than Chopper can. Only an equal amount of hate, but I can offer you two things he can't. The first is fun. He's a miserable sob, even here in paradise. Meanwhile, I'm having a blast. You'll be having much more fun spending your time with me. But more importantly, I want something Trapper doesn't have, a family. I want lots of kids, actually. I'm dying to have many children. Many children have also died to be with me, now that I think about it. Anywho, if you want that too, you should leave him and come with me, but you must decide quickly. I don't like being exposed out in the open like this. So what do you say? Do you want to be with me? No, you're marrying loyal Trapper. How dare you? I chose Trapper for a reason. I'll never leave him for anyone. Good answer. So good, you earned one of these. How many coins is he going to give me? This is like the fourth. This is like the seventh one. Oh my god. Oh, a good coin. Maybe there actually is something about these coins. Are it possibly the only way to pay your way to Trickster's private island? Maybe. Huntress seems less pleased with that answer though. Very well then, but I promise I'll have my vengeance for the slight. No, she won't, but only because Chopper's likely to kill you before she can. I have to ask though, do you want kids? No. Why would anyone want kids? I have no idea. Maybe for backup kidneys. Anyway, enough of this foolishness. Let's get back to my cave. What a relief that's behind us. I would have hated if kids came between us, Boy, or if you left me for a lunatic in a bunny mask. You probably would have hated the cleaver that came between the two sides of your body more, though, had that played out differently. Ultimately, I'm glad we went through that together. You showed real loyalty, and no amount of money can buy that. Because you showed you can be trusted, I'm finally ready to show you one of my sketches. This time I won't take no for an answer. This one is very important to me. I've never shown it to anyone. Feast your eyes on this. Dude, no way. They actually had Hillbilly? That's like something a kindergartner would make if they had been blindfolded. Well, what do you think of it? It's something. Oh, interesting portrait. Thanks for showing it to me. I really learned a lot about you just now. I didn't draw this. I stole this from Hillbilly. No, he's not on the island. He lost his spot to Trickster. My sketches are actually good. You really You really will get to see one soon, too, so long as things go well. Dwight and Claudette are back at the cave entrance. We swear this time we're going to tell you the truth. Honestly, please believe us. It's time to meet everyone for dinner. It's fine. I'm so hungry I could eat another horse. Another like you've eaten one before? You've eaten a horse today. Yes. Yes, to which one? Exactly. Don't bother, you need to keep on schedule. Hey, Dumb and Dumber, I have a question for you two. So much for the schedule. Yes, sir? Either of you want children? We can't answer that. How could we ever think about becoming parents when all we want is our freedom? Whether it be freedom to just leave this island, or freedom to die and stay dead. Take that as a no on children. Good for both of you. Just earn yourself a quick death next time, unless I forget this. Please don't. Don't what? Forget. Forget what? This is a nightmare. Now let's eat. Dude, what a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining, and that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you really are feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But no gentle ribbing, it's time for you to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we crammed them all on screen at the same time again, so just believe me, they're all here, and they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. We're love on the outline, everyone's being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm not as surprised as you are when these four are falling for you. No, not because of their personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Wraith seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation price for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island. But hey, let them all have this one moment in the spotlight it's the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that. It's like I'm watching everyone else gorge themselves while I'm preoccupied with, trying to get to the bottom of this never-ending nightmare. So tonight, none of that. I'm not really hungry anyway. I say we do a simple salad or something, the green kind, not mayo kind. Mayo's gross. I find we just lettuce. Doesn't have to be fancy. Not iceberg though. It has no nutritional value. Any race to choose was a mistake. That's all on us. Deal will be shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about you today. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure, but how do you describe to others? Say too much or too little and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. Say nothing. What happened between me and Chopper remained between me and Chopper. Is that a real smile from Chopper? My god, this is terrifying. Finally, this island has another person who knows how to act with dignity and respect. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now. We're all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary and supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica. Not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bony appetit. Don't you mean bon? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones, even the vegetables. Possible of war on this island. Everyone eats while speaking. Tensions are rising, both on the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off of the table. What do you like to say to the servants? Ignore them. Is there anything else we can do for you? Anything at all? Anything? A manners book, perhaps? It's fine, we're used to this kind of shabby treatment out here on Jerk Island. Everyone would like to be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit. We'll greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. You have a choice on how you say that to eat. Yes, and I may regret how I did it. Because something needs to change right here. Fire's rebirth. Fire illuminates its soul. The fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean not my eyes, because of childhood trauma, including fire. Yeah, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Raid's complaining. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin. Wait for other killers to take their place, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpectedly happens. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a good sign. Oh, cool, now everyone's looking at you. So, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or we could play charades, boggle? We're thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Raid points his spine and a skull staff thingamajiggy at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoot lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if you've worn from a fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know the fire is right here, but maybe we stop talking about it all the time. We can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here. Wraith boy has to make an important decision. He's telling a story or not. Fine, I'll tell a story. Sure, I'm game to tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Oh, excuse me, what kind of story you want to tell? Oh, adventure? Alright, you like your Dwayne The Rock Johnson movies? How about some adventure? Now we're talking. It's not my favorite, but I respect your decision, your choice, and will nod politely. You don't have to say that, Ray. Just nod politely. Okay, Ray, here goes. I like to go fishing. Yeah, that's it. That's all I've got. God forbid you give narrator a break and do some of the storytelling for once in your stinking life. I was a little disappointed, but hey, we can all be Hans Christian Andersen. No, I was just kidding. What kind of story do you want to tell? Something personal. I'll get a little personal now if that's okay. Isn't it just like... Chopper. Chopper surprises everyone by immediately stepping up and ironically taking a Raiders poster. I was a young man who loved his young wife, and the child they had gave the lovebirds a happy life. But one day the couple went out for a swim. Mother didn't return. The boy only had him. Some say the currents took her away, yet others said different, pointed the husband's way. For a young man was fearless, cunning, and smart. They had many goals, both grand and bold. Easier, they say, done with a fresh start. And a wife with her own dreams. Wouldn't help him at all. Lucky for her, but lucky for him, hers drowned in the streams. Neighbors only whispered of a crime so great, for no one ever accused him, lest they meet the same fate. That was different. How do you react to this performance? Say nothing. What, no reaction? Really, that's your play? I'm nervous for you. After that, I'm nervous for us all. Here, I wouldn't want you to fake a reaction. I didn't see that coming. These killers are such wild cards. How was story time? A lot of people like to take a pot shot to sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. I think it's the end, the sequel is almost as rewarding as the original. That's not much of a more of a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off my individual installments and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, boy, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We don't care. We're just trying to make sure we seemingly move on to the next segment of the evening. God preferred my small task get in the way of a romantic twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your yap trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay. You have fun tonight and try not to wink wink end up dead. How do you say the words wink wink out loud, and what kind of double entropy are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accent. And you do know that not all of these people are you do know all these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Except for Spirit, she really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Perpetrator. I hear someone trash talking Spirit. Deal me in. You say we take this to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes. Please, enough talk about burns, things that are lit or again blaze. It's enough that these activities here have to set next to a lower fire. Must be surrounded by figurative flames as well. What if we turned and ran as far as from this place as we could, just you and me? On those spiny legs, you're probably tired before you get too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded, boys after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over it all. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so the corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions for all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novel printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their games anymore. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it turn anyone else on or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems like his attention along with the attention of everyone else is still on you for the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we could all move on in our lives or, some special projects we might have going. You heard him. Who will it be? Would he head off for an evening activity? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on the islands, Merz Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either. But with this streaming reality TV dating show, boom, happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which could really pick. And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because that guy. Obviously Trapper. Trapper, I'm glad you finally decided to take this seriously and make an effort. Don't disappoint me. Or do. My fish hasn't eaten in days. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering what I'm not here, but I kind of wonder what would have happened if I went with Trickster now. Okay. His pop star persona is gone. I can promise you something Trapper will never give you. Love. Trapper only wants someone who can use and manipulate for his own gain. A loyal lap dog. He'll discard the second he finds a bigger, stronger, meaner puppy. He can abuse without fear of being bitten. But I want nothing more than to love someone and to be loved by them. Not because I'm a celebrity, but for who I am as a person. I don't even know what real love is. No one can see past the person my manager wants them to think I am. But I'm more than a pretty face and a whole lot of skill. And my heart is kind and burdened by the moral trappings of honey, fame, and power, no matter how the world is meant to see me. Trapper doesn't need nor even want you for now. But that's all I want, you and nothing else. Now, what do you say? Will you come with me? Trickster. I mean, you're a trickster. Take me away. Okay, look, you fell for it. There's a little joke here about we know you'll be horny for Trickster that you'll sacrifice your entire playthrough to switch tracks now at a seemingly random moment. Joke's on you. We put him in this game because he's an absolute fox. But you really can't pursue him. I mean, come on. He's called Trickster for crying out loud. This game belongs to a trapper. Get it? Tricked and trapped. A real 1-2 combo punch to the groin. So it's off the horny jail for you, which in this case, you're starting from the beginning of Trapper's date. Dude, no way. So it's just the same thing over and over again. That's crazy. I'm going back to this now. You're right about the pool and find out no one else is in it. The two of you seem to have it all to yourselves. Why is the water in this pool always a little warm? Trapper. Trapper laughs. I have no idea. Now, do you know why I chose this spot for us? It's another test. You're testing me to see if I'll pretend to be happy while sitting in a pool used by cretins. Why would I do that to you? Survival. I didn't know that you, by now, I'd already be dead. Yeah, you're right. No, seriously, I've been trying to find a reason to kill you for 2 days. You keep just managing to avoid your own annihilation, having to start this whole ridiculous thing over. Great job staying clear of the fates so far. Actually, I brought you to this pool for 2 reasons. The first is actually something important. Would you like to spend an unforgettable night with me? Maybe. Maybe not. I guess we'll have to see where these things go. Hopefully they keep pointing up. Yeah, I get it. Doesn't matter anyway. We can't. I mean, we could. I know I could. But we're not allowed to. Yeah. I can't tell you why, though. You get what I'm saying? You understand. Say no more. I get it. So I bid you a good night. Trapper leaves the pool with a big smile after the water explicitly gets warm again. Hey, wait a second, Trapper. You never told me the second reason you brought me to this pool. Oh yeah, the chlorine is great for washing off blood. Essential in those hard to reach places. You know how it is. If you do know how it is, you should keep it to yourself. Damn it, I see those dweebs Doug and Claudia waving at us. I think we both need to head to the volleyball court. He's right. Dry off and go to the volleyball court. And later, you're going to want to scrub your own hard to reach places with actual soap. Chlorine is no match for wherever Trapper gets up to in these two pools. Yeah, it's actually probably disgusting. The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was. Boy, it feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that, you can get some beauty sleep. I do recommend the Eternal Damnation of Perpetual Narratordom. Good thing you really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone's gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game, a picture dream date to see who boy chooses. Who's ready for round robin? How round are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you all about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Wraith, why don't you go first? You look like you'll hate that. Stop talking. Sorry, anyway, Wraith. Well, I don't know. I really prefer to just tell a boy privately. I don't know how that's gonna work with these game mechanics. What if you just whisper it to boy? Wraith considers this for a long moment too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to the barely audible whisper. Tomorrow, we have to find my bell. Then I can tell you what I've been working on. It's going to be really special. The kind of thing where we all will really bond. No? Maybe get off this island. And maybe we can go on a real date. You done? Is that it? What's going on there? Wraith nods proudly. Great, Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on a yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't know it's gone. Well, that nothing go away. Then, boy oh boy, I got such an adventure plan. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? In case you have to pick me to find out. Tell you what, it's a primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing because it's clear already that you're going to pick me. Confident, mysterious, I like it. Hit a spirit. Figuratively, damn it, Dwight, you gotta watch your words with these people. Tomorrow, you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. That's it? If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw a crayon art with Trapper or dig whatever mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what these guys do all day. Do you want to at least specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay then, so hydrate tonight if you intend to hang with spirits. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable Not only a polite society within the narrative of this in-world event and also the larger meta narrative of Dead by Daylight dating experience. Some of you just gotta say it. Why yes, thank you. I love to. So boy, you're thinking of picking me. Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished and rewarded. Tomorrow will suck. Probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with. I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Chopper, you're gonna love it. If you're not a maggot, if not, you're a maggot. Also, everyone even confident, sexy ladies in rabbit masks better stay the hell away from my yacht. And time's up, everybody. Gosh, you'll dream these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream about all these swoony, worthy options so you're ready to make a choice come dawn. Have a swell night. Do you forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how do we forget? Before you turn off the slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition period would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who's already teething on the edge of a psychotic break and giving them a little push. Well, this has been a survival dating competition period this whole time. I'm just now finding out about it. Come on, the signs were there. You just didn't read them. Welcome to Murder's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Oof, it's like butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but can you break their hearts? Do you dare to even try? You mean... That's right. Tomorrow, one of these sexy sliders will now be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it going to be? But why? Because it's dramatic. Because it's surprising. It's a class reversal of fate. And it will hurt someone's feelings. Someone dangerous. What's it going to be, champ? What's your thought process here? Chopper seems like he might throttle you on your bed. If you're asleep, if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you'll see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. If you get rid of Wraith, he might cry, and although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss, so which sociopath are eliminating? Wraith. Look, I'm here for all horny. Yeah, okay. No, I'm good. Whatever that is. Wow, what a crazy way to end the day. Elimination. I didn't even know it was that kind of game. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. We'll see how things go tomorrow. I suppose I'm not expecting anything. I tend to shut my mind off during hard times. I know I seem all excited and devil may care, but the truth is, I'm really a pessimist at heart. It tends to happen when your mother is schooled by an elk when you were young. Yeah, how do you know? Well, guess. It's the only thing you talk about. If you'll excuse me, I think I saw a raccoon over in that tree, and I'm feeling peckish. You know, I said some things when Boy kicked me to the curb, and I just want to say I'm embarrassed about how I acted. Not that I said, though. I stand by it. I want everyone here to burn. I'm not sure what's happening. My only goals in life are to hurt people and then kill them. But for some reason, I don't want to do either to the boy. Yet this seems like witchcraft, is it? Is it witchcraft? Probably witchcraft. At least there's still plenty of time for things to change. Lots of ways for boys to piss me off tomorrow. Still plenty of time. Gonna stay up tonight, sharpening my cleaver just in case. Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a bit. Because of all the words I spend talking about how much I don't care about things, signify a deeper yearning for them to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me. Nah. What? No, you're not part of this. You don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute, though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, I kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album, Opening Tour, finalizing a new sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you gotta check it out. IP Island is dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama, lawyers, take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them, don't worry. I'm talking about your favorite established faces like all the pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you could probably even mention them like Ghostface. Don't you say it, look we get it. You're very popular and in demand, but we have a game to get back to and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface. Come on. Whatever, I don't even care. I'm the Trickster. See you around, boy. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? Yeah, seriously, they're not paying me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No, it's not your turn. You're sentient water. How you even sit in that chair? What's a chair? This thing you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Fine, let's get you over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do you check in? Check in? I was looking for the bathroom. Bathroom is serious? It's down the hall to the left. Okay, never mind. Never mind, what does that mean? No, not you too. This wasn't meant to be a confessional time for literally every character in this game. It's okay, we don't want to confess anything. We've been working our asses out for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, the Ocean just peed on it. How's that You know what, I don't care. You two are pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Okay, what's it gonna be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade? You cheated on the algebra test once? Watching Ray get eliminated gets the first thing in this unknown spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I felt even a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, this sun, these sweaty, sugary drinks, it sounds like fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity, the unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wading seagulls, it's like a crusading song of evil that makes you question the very fundamental of the universe. Why am I here? Why aren't any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please erase us from existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on the experiment. Let my soul be free. And please, please get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you back to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes, Tom. That was a weird way to end. Well, what are you going to do? You let the camera roll long enough? Someone's about to say something crazy. Anyway, it seems like everyone had their shots to annoy me tonight, so I hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow's going to be dozy. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. I started using a killer crab as a pillow, which is sort of okay with. What's that? You don't know what killer crabs? Oh, right, you don't even go on Outros Day. You probably missed that. It was thrilling, or I guess it would have been. You have to play the game to get a reference, I suppose. Pull on your beach attire and splash water in your face. To Wine Cloud they approach. Is that look on their faces excitement, terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. I mean, that's happened before. But it's probably the love thing. It's time. Claudia gestures over to the beach where the killers all stand flanked by tiki torches. It seemed very reminiscent of a TV show you used to hate watch with your ex. Suddenly the message is clear. You're going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? We paid him good money to make some half-assed cameos in the show. I'm going to chew his agents out. But before they walk you over for a big moment, a little birdie told us that someone in particular has an extra strong crush on you. And another little birdie reminded us that you've been kind of a dick since you got here. We deserve the right to withhold that information, even if it leads to you making a decision base that gets you murdered. So are you ready? Of course you're not, but too bad we're on a schedule. That's great. You make your way over to the row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight stand over to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air, and I'm not just saying this because about this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying away from the sparks. It's time for our newcomer to confess their love. Wait, I have to do a drum roll for this. No, you don't, but who cares? Boy, who do you choose for your solo date? Can we at least do the flower thing? Dwight, I thought we agreed to keep that between us. No, not that flower thing. The thing where the suitor gets a flower as a symbol of the contestant's love and affection. Oh, right. I suppose, but no roses. This is a cliche at this point. That's good, because I tried to pick a rose, but I got an allergy, so I settled for these. Yeah, I guess it's fine. Beautiful. You've done good, Dwight. This is a very lovely bouquet. I hope Dwight saved some of these for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You're gonna have vibe too, just me? Sorry. You got other things to think about right now. But who do you select to receive these flowers and spend a day with you today? Obviously, Trapper. You step past all the much kinder and more thoughtful characters. For some reason, I suppose I may never understand approach Trapper. Trapper, you have snared my heart. Trapper lets out an audible groan. There's no one here I'd rather spend a day with than you. I can't say that I blame you. I'm the best thing that's ever happened to you, to this island, maybe the world. I'm going to show you a day you'll never forget, and most likely never recover from either. With charm like that, how could anyone resist? Trapper's cave with him. There's nothing I value more than loyalty. It's a rare quality in a person, maybe the rarest, but you're a truly loyal person. To reward your loyalty, I'm going to tell you something I wouldn't tell anyone else. If I offer you a chance to hurt somebody today, be very careful who you agree to hurt and who you don't, especially depends on that. Also, I'm going to spare you the indignity of playing a stupid game, talking about our feelings, or accidentally getting yourself killed. Loyalty deserves that much. We've already had a chance to get to know one another a bit, but I think we have some work to do today. So I'm going to ask you an important question. Then I'm going to let you ask me one. What is it you desire most from this island? Okay. Power. I want to stay above, nay, on top of everyone else. Noted. Okay, now you ask me one. What do you want to know? What do you want in a partner? What are you looking for from a significant other? A partner in crime, and maybe a business partner as well, which will include a lot of crime. Excuse us, sir. We have been sent here to remind you about the thing. You can't go to your special place till you handle it. You know the thing you've already been spoken to about? Oh, shit. The thing? Yeah. Alright, I'll do the thing. Look, boy, I got in a bit of trouble. Apparently spending time with me isn't fun. As though any of this is supposed to be fun. You're on Murderer's Island. Why would that be fun? But for reasons I can't begin to comprehend, apparently the other killers let their dates actually have some kind of juvenile wheel-spinning playtime. So I was supposed to do the same today. If you ask me, it's all bullshit from the power-hungry boss who gets his way. But there's nothing I can do. You're going to play a little game. Around this island there are hidden bear traps. A lot of hidden bear traps, actually. Some would say too many bear traps, though some are wrong. Your job is simple. Spot them all, run away, sing a song, skip or dance, or whatever. I don't care what dumb stuff you add to this. Just make sure you catch every trap, got it? Spot trap. You betcha. Perfect. Not bad. Perfect. What did he do? He did. Was it perfect? No. Was I expecting it to be? If I'm being honest, no. If I wanted perfection, I had done it myself. Now, can we go to my special place? Yes, I remember to have a good time in there. It seems unlikely, but sure. You enter Trapper's secret cave. The water shimmers, casting long shadows along the walls. Don't forget about that. Don't forget about the water. I'm not going to take you somewhere I've only ever taken one other person. This is the most intimate thing I can think to do with another person that involves wearing clothes. Well, with clothes, but without murder. I hope you appreciate the trust I'm putting in you now. Shepard walks over to a barricaded section of the cave wall and starts ripping off secured boards like they're popsicle sticks. It's pretty hot, right? It's okay to admit it's hot. He's a rich, sentient piece of marble, soaking like a blood on a carpet. What? This tunnel is very important to me. Would you like to see it now? Only if he promises not to kill you. I'm not going to the dark cave with you unless I have your word you won't kill me. Smart, very smart. Okay, I promise. I assure you my promises mean something. I am a man of my word. You prepare to enter the special mystery tunnel. The secrets it must hold. The excitement is almost too much. Yeah, I guess. What the hell? This is it? It's just an old mining tunnel. It's dirty, it's smelly, the rats are the size of wombats. Spending a single minute here is 5 minutes too long. And Chopper obviously could not be more proud of it. I didn't even know he could smile like that. This is where I'm most comfortable. I'm finally willing to truly get real with you inside these walls. Will you do the same with me? Will you share something real? Maybe something about yourself you don't tell others. I'll do the same after. Take my advice, share something with him. So, what do you want to share with me? Tell me your deepest, darkest secret. My deepest, darkest secret is that I know everything about you, Evan McMillan. Everything. I know what turns you on. I know why you love this mine cave. I know what you did to the people you cared about. I know what you did to those people who fall into your traps. And all of it turns me all what? Also, one time I accidentally set my neighbor's tree house on fire. The damage was extensive. Damn, I thought it was weird. Maybe you should wear his mask, or better yet, don't wear anything at all. But patience is the best way to trap your prey. Besides, I owe you a dark secret too. My darkest secret is that I'd give it all up. The money, the power, even my physique, if I could go back in time and follow my heart. Once, a long time ago, I wanted nothing more than to be an artist, but my father refused. He was a harsh man who loved no one, only control. He didn't make me the man I am today, though, so it was worth it, don't you think? You can still follow your dreams. Why can't you be an artist right now? You're never too old to try something new. No, it's too late, you'll see. Thing is, you can't become the most important person in the world without meeting the person who holds that position now. That's right, I brought you here to meet him, boy. This is my father. Good grief. A immaculate old man clinging to life by the thinnest of threads. Is he okay? Are you okay, sir? I don't know. Do I look okay to you, idiot? Help me, damn it. I've been trapped here for so long. Right, I've been here for a long time. Or has it been forever? My dad isn't as strong as he once was, physically or mentally. I keep him here for his own protection. It's for his own good. You believe me, right? No, you don't believe him. No, I don't believe you. He's not here for his own good. You're punishing him. Yes, I am. Maybe you really do understand me. I love my father. He made me who I am. Taught me how to be strong and ruthless in a world that only rewards power. There's only one thing I feel more strongly than my love for him, and that is my hate for him. And I hate him exactly because he made me who I am. That's why I keep him hidden here, away from all his many enemies who have waited long to exact revenge on him. But that's also why I keep him like this, tortured and living in darkness. He's both a testament to my power and a living corpse who refuses to die on his own and free me of his grip. He's still alive for now, though, so I want to hear what he thinks of you. I need to see if he finds you worthy of the McMillan name and legacy. His mind is fractured, but he retains enough as it is to judge people. This is your test. Are you ready? Wait, don't answer that. You have no choice. Actually, you know what? That's not fair. And consider what you're about to do is really difficult. I want to be fair. Before my father asks you some questions, I'm going to let you ask him some questions. You should have an idea on who he is before I put your life in his hands. Our relationship is in his hands. Screw it. You must realize by now your life has been in danger every second you've been with me. If you haven't, well, shit. You're not very smart. Anyway, go ahead. You only got 3 questions though, so make them count. What do you want to ask my father first? Where are you from? Where were you born? Where did you grow up? I wouldn't spit on you, let alone answer that. What was Trapper's mother like? How dare you ask me that, worm? Any advice for ruining your son? Can you... love me. You sound like a maggot. No more questions from you. That was fun to watch. Last island we call it the Fall Father Macmillan experience. I hope this was as illuminating for you as I meant it to be. It was necessary though, trust me. Still, I'd like to apologize. Usually my father is much meaner. He must be going soft. He's just saving his best, most honest self for his questions. Hey Dad, it's your turn. You can ask boy anything you want. Now boy, answer right, and we can take things to the next level. Answer wrong, and well, just answer right. Go ahead, father. Will you ever let someone stand in the way of what you want? Never. No, never. Good answer. What do you truly want for my son? A partner in crime. The same thing he wants, a partner in crime. Do you mean that literally or metaphorically? Literally. Good answer. Have you ever hurt my son? Physically or emotionally? Answer the damn question. Would you ever hurt my son? Yes. If I had to protect myself, yes, I would harm your son. Good answer. There's no way you could defend yourself from him, but good answer nonetheless. Now the final, most important question. Do you want to hear embarrassing stories about my son as a baby? Rick say yes, Trapper goes to rage. No, damn you, father. Turning me into a monster wasn't bad enough. You have to embarrass me too. Back in the darkness you go. No, I don't like the dark. It's cold and the rats have started to loot. What was that? Unionize. Something happened? What? Am I going crazy? I swear something happened. I thought something happened. But I don't see anything here. I have a giant surprise for you when I get back. Huge. Now that he's gone, what do you want to do while you wait? I don't know. Stoop around. Oh my gosh, I found another one. Oh my gosh. You look around and find a gold coin. Better save that for later, in case you want to buy something in this tunnel, I guess. Trapper returns, but he stands in the shadows where you can't really see him. I'll be ready for your gargantuan surprise. Dude, what? Wow, that was definitely the smallest speed he could possibly pull off without us getting an adults only rating. Then again, if you're not really adults, what are you doing playing this game? You should probably say something. What do you say? Finally, let's do this. Why do you think I've been all these 3 years to tell you bullshit for this moment? It's go time. Trapper turns out all the lamps. Fortunately for you, legally, we are not allowed to describe the noises that are produced in this cave over a period of time that can best be explained as uncomfortably long. And we definitely can't show any of it. People will go blind voluntarily. Knocked boots so hard we woke up in an entirely different part of my private cave system. Yeah, that was good. Obviously it was good for you, right? Meh. It was alright. I've had better. I've had worse. The only reason I'm not going to kill you right now is that I have a little too much respect for anyone who has balls to say that to me. Besides, you're obviously lying to get a rise out of me. And it totally worked. Time for round 2. Actually, no, it's not. It's time for something much more important. Trapper boy, the time has come. Return to the beach. You have no idea how close I am to killing you both. You're lucky I'm in a good mood. Damn, this is it. Yeah. Welcome back to where it all started. And where it's all going to end, one way or another. There's also a third way it can end. But you get my point. It's time to find out how Trapper really feels about you. That's weird. He looks calm. Well, as calm as anyone can be while wearing diamond-encrusted dental floss just below his bathing suit. Point is, I don't like that. He's never calm. This is creepy in the strangest way. I bet things are going to get weird. Let's go. Now that we've shared the relations, time for finally for real to be intimate with you. You know, I want partner in crime. Well, my favorite crime is homicide. The second is tax evasion. That's a good one, but it's a distant second. You're gonna be my partner in crime, and I'm really going to commit to you. I didn't know you're going willingly to kill someone to prove you're just as committed as me. Are you willing to take any person's life to show how honestly you want all of it? I could tell he wants to break out his diamond thong for you again, right here, right now, only this time for all to see. But that's not happening. If you want to see more Trapper's Thong, go to your freaky little website. Depends on the person. Will he kill someone for me? I wanted to kill someone, but it depends on the person. Perfect, because I have someone in mind. Danny and Cindy, get in here. Yes, sir? Trapper immediately kills Dwight, by chopping his head off. It lands in Claudette's hands. I hate when I catch his head. Oh my god, why would you do that? Do you want me to kill her? Her? No, that was just for fun. Don't worry, they always come back the next morning. I still need your help, though. You, Charlotte, you brought him here, right? Yes? Good. Now go get him. Go get my father. Shit's about to get real. Hope you've been paying attention. Claudette wheels in Trapper's father. He looks afraid. I told you I hate my father, but I can't bring myself to kill him, even though I want to be free of him. So I want you, the only other person I care about, to do it. Will you? Will you take my cleaver and kill him for me? No. Why not? I will never kill Annie Macmillan. Oh my god, that's the right answer. I can't believe it, but you've done it. You avoided every trap I set for you. You either truly deprived or unethical. You're willing to pretend you are just to make me fall in love with you. You truly are the person in my nightmares. I think I love you. Yes, I do. I do love you. And I want you to stay here with me forever. So what do you say? You love me too. Do you want to stay here with me forever? Oh, what? Is this really happening? Oh my goodness, it is. Do you want to stay here with me forever? Yes, I love Trapper. Yes. I love you too. I want to stay here with you forever. Trapper chops off Claudette's head and hands it to you. Take this as a token of my love for you. This head and everyone after it. We'll bury it in the sand together. This is awesome. Let's do this. Let's do it right now. Let's get to it. Dude, there's no way this is getting on anywhere. Trapper takes you to his secret cave bedroom. Gross things happening here. Unruly things. Now that it happened to you forever. Congrats. This is probably what you want, isn't it, you sicko? Yeah, it is. I just hope you're happy. Even though you never get these Trapper nudes you wanted. Ha, do you really think that was going to happen? Of course they did. Only the generous played this game long enough. Amazing, amazing. But please make sure to leave us a great review, boy. Make sure an adult spell checks it for you first. Got him. Hold it 1 second, cut the lights, turn off the pinup art. Boy, it's just us now, you and me. I want to say first of all, I'm sorry. Sorry for putting you through all of this. Not just the way Trapper acted, but the way I behave. I said, well, I need to work on myself. We all do, I think. I know this won't make it up to you honest completely, but I want you to have this. Oh, this is drawing. It's a drawing from the personal archive of one Evan Macmillan. Yes, Trapper drew this long ago, before his heart broke and his mind warped and his soul left to find some place more pleasant to reside. I think it represents the goodness that is in all of us. Or at least it ought to be, even in Trapper. Thanks for playing. The end. Beautiful. Honestly beautiful. That was so beautiful. Honestly. Everything about that experience was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That was a good game. I like how it made fun of dating sims because dating sims take themselves way too seriously. and this one just like went crazy for all of it. I know people wanted more DLCs with the other killers, like I don't know, Nurse or the Singularity, but it was still good nonetheless. I don't think they'll ever. I think they said that they'll never make another installment for this, but yeah, still good. It would be cool if someone actually made like their own little um, comic thing or whatever for them. But anyways, that was good. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.